Okay, well, welcome. I'm Dr. Kevin Drina, and today we are talking about biochemistry. Specifically, we're talking about Mucona. Before we get to that, just like always, we go over the basic premise of what and how your body works with life, how it breaks down, and how we nurture it. And then we'll go into the details of what to do and the highlight of today, Mucona, and how do you know and get certainty that this is the right product for you at the right time. So that's some of the keys to living well in this world. So let's go over the basic premise. First, concepts and perceptions, precepts, concepts and precepts. When we give you new information, it will change everything that is experienced in this realm right here. So that's a pretty impactful list. So let's dive in just a little bit. So the first things first, the major premise. Do you agree or disagree that healing is based on these simple truths? Number one, the body is self-healing and self-regulating. And to give you a bit of an insight, what happens when you cut yourself versus cutting a corpse or perhaps a steak? Does it get better? Well, the answer is no. Body is self-healing. So what about self-regulation? Heart, liver, kidney, spleen, all these things regulate without your conscious control. So do you agree the body is self-healing and self-regulating? Number two here is the purpose of the brain and nervous system is to control and coordinate the functions of all the cells, tissues, and organs in the body and to adapt the organism as you to your environment. So is there anything the nervous system does not regulate? Well, the answer is no. We literally live our lives through our nervous system. So how important is it? Well, it's pretty important. So if there's interference in your nervous system, well, then your body cannot function at full capacity. It's no longer self-healing and self-regulating 100%. We call we call the interference subluxation. Okay, you can see that right here. This word right there. Let's continue. So the longer that interference or that subluxation is present, the more devastating the damage is to the nervous system, and therefore the effects are to your health and well-being. So my job as a professional is to locate, analyze, and release the subluxations and their causes, allowing the stress to be processed, allowing the toxins to be processed, whatever that may be. So when that happens, your body can regain its self-healing and self-regulating properties, thereby allowing you to enjoy optimal health, well-being, longevity, and better quality of life. But here is the problem, the cause of subluxation. Anybody know? Stress. That's right. But here's the rub. There's three kinds of stress. We have our physical stresses, we have our biochemical stresses, and we have our mental emotional stresses. So that affects the nervous system. So correcting subluxations allows the body and the nervous system to process the stresses, release the stressors. And my job is also to show you ways to not recreate, to strengthen, to nourish, to, uh, to improve the ability to adapt. And that's me, Dr. Kevin Tarina. Here's a book I wrote around the mind and the body. But today we're talking about biochemistry. So hopefully this brief review of the major concept will shift how you see the world, how you see your life. So let's dive into the major topic of today, biochemistry. And today our review has to do with Mucona. The toxins and stress, lack of proper nutrients, too many toxins is a double-edged sword for negativity in the body. So how do we help support it? Well, we have to feed it. Some of the things we feed it are more effective and more impactful than others. And depending on who you are, well, that makes a difference too. Not all answers are for all people. There's a special time and a special place for you that you can receive the proper ingredients. But let's take a look at Mucona and what it does. Such an amazing product here. And the reason we're talking about it in part is because I needed it. And how did I determine I needed it? Well, there's a couple ways to determine how I need things. One, I go see other kinesiologists that do similar work as me, which is in this case, we're talking about the Libido protocols. If you are into kinesiology, you heard about kinesiology, also known as muscle testing, well, there's various abilities and qualities of delivery of kinesiology. Not all practitioners, of course, not all techniques, of course, not all the protocols are um, reproducible, repeatable, reliable, predictable. So kinesiology is one way of doing it, and so that's a challenge. The other way is a tool that I have right here in my hand. I'm showing you. It's called the AO scan, and uh, the basic premise here is that our nervous system and our cells and our chemistry are all working together through these electromagnetic forces and frequencies. Just think hydrogen, water. So hydrogen and oxygen. Two hydrogens, one oxygen makes water. They're held together with a positive and negative charge. That's the basic insight into how our body communicates. And everything has a signal. Everything has a frequency, just like a fingerprint. This is every cell in your body, every function in your body, and every feeling in your body. So with that being said, the chemistry component, this is twofold. These nourish these specific herbs, and this one we're talking about Mucona Supreme, which is the seed of the velvet bean, and it has a lot of properties we're going to go over in just a second here. But and say and it also has detoxification qualities. So let's dive in and take a look here. Uh, we have it's used as a medicinal plant, dates back thousands of years, used to treat a wide variety of conditions known as, including high blood pressure, low sperm count, low libido, male infertility, diabetes, neurodegenerative conditions like Parkinson's, been shown to have marked antioxidant activity. Where does that research come from? Well, it's linked actually down here at the bottom. So we can see some of that right there. The Journal of Medical Food or Medicine and Food, something of this nature, 2013, number 2, the second citation. And so everything listed here, all the products that we use at Harmonious Healings here, this one is Mucona, and it came up for me, and I determined that through using AO scan, tool that checks things. But I know that, well, I'm at the age where these things happen in men, so needing support. Why do they happen in men? Well, because the body uses its resources. We go through battles in life. We get toxified for different things in our lives. So the body goes through its reserves faster and faster and faster if we don't nourish them, if we don't plug the holes, so to speak. So Mucona, so let's see here. It can be used as an ACE inhibitor. So uh, there has some similarities to the pharmaceuticals, and so if you're aware of what happens, side effects with pharmaceuticals, and the fact that they're not supporting the need that the body requires to function optimally, pharmaceutical negates a symptom. However, we're looking at supporting the need the body has to function optimally, and nature is the answer for that. So we have a number of studies talk about sperm motility and sperm count, normalizing healthy libido, helping treat male infertility, erectile dysfunction. But we also have the effects of dopamine. And ladies, this does not mean it doesn't help you. This is a different impact on you because there's a couple of female-based herbs that I have here that have another effect for men that are also very wonderfully experienced. However, they're commonly known as simply for women, but that's not the case. Let's continue. Dopamine in the brain, the positive effect here. So I recommend reading this, um, talking about how dopamine is used in the brain, what it can be experienced as, but a very positive thing to have that balance in your life. It works, and Mucona here works as an anti-parasitic, as also meaning it helps get rid of some of the nasties in there from eating pork and other things. Anti-neoplastic, affects liver cancer, blood sugar improvements. Now, of course, if you're pregnant or you're lactating, it's not designed for that. You have to be much more cautious when it comes to that because there are impacts on the child. It talks about the research citations and notations here. Such a wonderful product. Now, it may be you feel that it's something that would benefit you. Maybe you feel that this is something that you know would benefit from. It may be right for them. It may not be right for them. One of the things we have to do is confirm that it's right for them. There's a number of ways to do that. within here, within the kinesiology testing, using the Libido protocols, we do that, and also functional bioanalysis. And we also use a technology that is measuring frequencies and checking are they in balance and out of balance. And that's more specifically understood if you go to the website, drkeving.com. For those that want to check out that information and how I'm measuring things without seeing a kinesiologist, these are the things that you can put in your. So what I did, let me just back up one step. Go to the website, you'll take a look at the things I'm discussing here. But how did I determine that's what I needed using this technology? Well, in here, it measures the energy of each of the supplements, and we add a nutrition library. So we go to the technology, it is sensing what my body needs that it was unable to correct through frequency balancing. And what am I talking about here? Well, you go to the shop section on my website, and it brings you to the what's called the AO scan. Let's actually click the button here for you, so we'll see what's going on. Hit the shop button, scroll down a little bit. You'll see the AO scan right here. In fact, if you click on it, and you click on any of these pictures, it'll pull up the description brochure of all the different technologies associated with what's going on. So essentially, though, over the last 20 years, more than 120,000 vibrational frequencies for healthy cells and organs have been isolated, identified, and cataloged. So this technology is a scanner, a human biology biofrequency scanner. You click on that, and it takes you to the actual website where it's taking us somewhere. Yes, and it takes you to where I got it, and yes, I get affiliate credit for this. However, I've been using it for over a year now. It has been an amazing tool to help me identify what's going on with clients and myself and take appropriate action. And you can dive into that there. So that's through the website, drkeving.com. Today we're talking about biochemistry and how I determined that my body needed it. And I've come to trust and know this technology. It has been a remarkable experience for me personally. And for those of my clients, they can attest to the effects that we have with the change of the products and services and tools, techniques that I use, the enhancement of their body for optimal function. That's the name of the game. Can I do what I want to do? Can I go where I want to go? Can I sleep when I want to sleep? Can I lift things and move things and do things when I want to? Reach out to me, drkeving.com. Contact at drkeving.com. See much more about it. Get access to the programs, the do-it-yourself, the done-for-yous, one-on-ones, the group, different classes and things that I have there going for you. We're having a great day. Blessings. Best regards.
Have you ever felt frustrated waiting to be seen when you're not feeling your best? Or ever struggled through tests and expensive procedures without ever finding real relief? Imagine if you could get a better understanding of your overall well-being right now in minutes. What would that mean to you or to your family? We'd like you to know there's a whole new way to improve your comprehension surrounding your wellness, using a total body scanner unlike any other, right in your own home. This groundbreaking new technology helps you to better understand your body's needs and wellness status, and it's available to you and your family right now. Here's how the science works. Every organ in the human body vibrates at a particular frequency. When illness appears, this frequency changes. Think about it like tuning a guitar. When the string frequencies are incorrect, the music will not sound harmonious. When your body's frequencies are restored, you restore harmony to your whole body, energizing and optimizing your mental, emotional, and nutritional states. We found that people who experienced this technology were so excited they started telling everyone. So we also created an income opportunity where people can earn a little extra by sharing the product. No more wondering, no more worrying. Take charge of creating your best life. Learn more about how you can retune, revitalize, and restore your own body harmony by clicking the link below.